Everyone learns how to tell time. It's a thing you learn one day, like you learned how to walk, and who is your mother, and that up is up, and down is down. It's really easy. The secret is, you don't tell time. Time tells you.
Time tells you when it's time to rise, and when it's time to sleep. And when it's time to sing and laugh, and even when to weep. Time tells you when the sun will shine, and when life's dark will fall. And when you're old enough for school, and how long you'll be small. Time tells you when it's summertime, and when it's winter too. And one day you'll marry me, and have some children too. And time will tell them when to rise, and when to go to sleep. And when it is they'll laugh and sing, and even when to weep.
Grown-ups, from the beginning of time, have always tried to tell time. A long, long time ago, so long ago we really don't know when it was, man made a discovery. Perhaps a man said to his wife,
"When the sun rises, the day begins."
and she may have answered, "Yes, and when the sun sets, the day is over." That was the first way of telling time. Later on, man made the hourglass to tell the hours in the day, from sunrise to sunset. He put some sand, just like you see at the beach, in a glass which was big at the top and bottom, with a thin place in the middle for the sand to go through very slowly. The top and the bottom of the glass were closed, so the sand couldn't get out. Have you ever let the sand go through your fingers very slowly? Try it next time you're at the park or at the beach. It takes time for a handful of sand to go through your fingers. Well, early man made an hourglass that would let the sand trickle through the thin part of the glass in exactly 1 hour. When all the sand was at the bottom, he would turn the glass over and start again. That way he could watch the hours go by. But perhaps his wife said, "Well, that's all fine and dandy. We know the day starts with the sunrise and ends with the sunset, and we can tell an hour in the day, but well, what hour is it? Is it lunchtime? Or is it time to cook dinner? Or what?" So then, man made the sundial. Have you ever seen one? It's round like a pancake, with a stick standing up. And when the sun shines on it, the stick makes a shadow. There are marks around the sundial. And the man said,
"When the shadow of the stick points to one mark, it is breakfast time. And when the shadow of the stick points to another mark, it is dinner time."
"Well, but what if the sun doesn't shine? Then we can't use the sundial." And so, man made up the clock. And that is how we tell time today. There are many kinds of clocks. In England, there is a famous clock called Big Ben. He sounds like this. Many churches have bells that chime to tell time, and they sound like this. And then there are alarm clocks. And grandfather clocks. and cuckoo clocks, and watches that you wear on your wrist. And ships at sea have bells that sound like this. But they all tell time, and so will you. Now there are 3 things you must know in order to tell time. 1 is the clock. Now you say it with me. 1 is the clock. 2 is the hour hand. Come on. 2 is the hour hand. And 3 is the minute hand on the clock. Can you say that? And 3 is the minute hand on the clock. All right? Let's start with the clock. It is round, or it is square. It is big, or it is small. But whatever size or shape it is, the clock has a face. The face is the flat part of the clock. The whole front of the clock is the face. Now look at our clock on the record. The face is really all of the clock that you can see. Our face is green and yellow. All around the face are numbers. They go down one side of the clock and up the other side. They go down the green side of the clock and up the yellow side. There are 12 numbers. Can you count to 12?
Number 1 and number 2 make clocks I brought just for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 make a smile that's just like mine. 10 and 11 I brought too. 12's at the top and so we're through.
Now, you sing with me and make a circle with your hand going around your clock. Start at the top and go to the right, down the green side of the clock, and up the yellow side. And point with your finger to a number